Is it working? Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to another game on Armor Games, and this one is called The Journey Home. So, do you remember, like, a few weeks ago, I think there was a game over here called Home, and it was a pretty sort of idle game in which you, like, walked around back and forth, but, it was a pretty interesting story about an adventure, doing some stuff, fighting monsters and helping people, and you get a few, like, choices around there that, as always, don't really much impact the ending, but, just a tad bit. Well, the same guy made another game, and this one is called The Journey Home. So, you're an adventurer for hire, you take various jobs and requests in order to make a decent living. Pretty much the same story. You left your home and your family in order to travel and gain more experience in your line of work. Now, for the first time in years, you're returning home. You've traveled far on your adventures and you are a long way from home. The road is arduous and full of danger. Various creatures and demons prey on travelers. Only the most wealthy people would be able to afford safe transport. Everyone else undertaking the journey must not do so on foot. You know all this, but all that matters to you is getting home. A long journey and danger are worth it. Early morning, you pack with a few belongings you have and head for the town market to pick up supplies for the journey. After stocking up on rations and other necessities, you begin your journey home. The first day passes without much happening. There are no other travelers on the road, and you are too close to civilization for there to be any stray demons or monsters roaming around. Why not? I mean, there are some villages in my country, and the bears keep coming like closer and closer to the population, and they just keep feeding them, and it ends up in like very awkward situations. That night you happen across a campfire with and a lone traveler sitting next to it, seemingly lost in thought. Hmm. Yeah, I wanted to say that the last game, it ended like sort of abruptly and without like a good ending or a bad ending, so I didn't really know what to think of it. Hmm. I don't seem to be playing as the same guy. What's up? Oh, greetings. I didn't expect anyone to be traveling through here. What's your name, friend? This will be awkward to pronounce for many people, but I can't put numbers. All right then, so be it. Armida, yeah, nice to. Oh my god, it's so bad to pronounce it. You can call me Meredith. Okay, sure. I assume you are traveling north. Then we are both going in the same direction. I'm on my way to the city. I imagine we'll bump into each other a few times on our travel. If you're tired, more than welcome to relax here for as long as you need. Journeys are long and dangerous. Any rest we can get is a small blessing. Sure. It's always nice to ask company. Please sit down and make yourself comfortable. Happy to rest your legs. You end up talking about your most recent job as well as where you're going. Meredith says she's a huntress who specializes in magic. She's on her way to the city where the work pays better, although she takes any job she finds along the way. 4 hours before you decide it's time for you to be on your way. I can't remember the names of the characters in the first one. Here you go. Meredith reaches into her bag and pulls out 2 jars of preserved meat, handing them to you. It's not fancy, but the sounds of things you can... But from the sounds of things you could do either more money or more food. This should help you going for another 2 days if you pace yourself. For food and continue down the road. Continue traveling, leaving the warm glow of Meredith's camp behind you. Day passes without much happening. That night you see what looks like a child collapse on the road in the distance. Hurry to investigate. Okay, well, at least it's not like the same home you go back and forth like in the previous game, so at least there's like a change of scenery. Hey, what's up? This girl is alive and unconscious. The character seems to like... I don't remember, is it a girl from the first one that we trained? Closer inspection, you see claw marks on her right arm. You recognize the claw pattern as that of a demon. Wow, alright. And inflicted a few days ago, although it seems she's passed out from exhaustion as opposed to her injuries. Given enough time, the girl will turn into a demon herself. However, she should have a few days left based on your knowledge of the infection. Have the skill or knowledge to make a cure for it, but you can at least make a basic potion to give her back the strength. Towards the nearby forest to find the herbs you need to prepare the potion. Would it be okay to do so? Oh god. Alright. J or left click for attack. K or right click to dodge. The dodge can be used to cover more distance and dash through enemies unharmed. It can also be used on ground and in midair. Oh, there you go. So you just move faster. Interesting. So we get like some actual controls here. Alright, very good. Okay. Wait. How does the dash work? Ouch. Well, guess it kind of works, but it's not like really recommended. Oh, it's okay. I can just spam the attack, no problem. It's good when you have fighting games that don't have like stamina management. Those feel good, man. Alright. A lot of herbs to collect. Alright, getting those. Wait, it said that I cannot dash upwards. But it did say that I could dash in midair, so I suppose what we have to do is something like this. Yeah, it took a little bit of damage there, but I just wanted to make sure this works. I'm gonna wait for this one to go back, make another dash, and this should be all of them. Have all the herbs you need. You decide to return to the girl and prepare the potion. I mean, it's good to, you know, help her to get back strength and get to, I'm talking from my zombie apocalypse experience. It's good to help her to like get back to the city, but without knowing how to actually cure her if it turns into a demon in the city, well, that could end up badly. Let's just put it that way. Your bedroll, you make a fire while waiting for the potion to work. After a few minutes, she begins to wake up. Sup? Who are you? Where am I? I used to scramble to her feet in a panic daze, but can't manage to lift herself off the ground. Sure, she is safe, and you start to explain how you found her. I mean, you're not going to try to drag me back to the village, or you're not just going to kill me right here? Well, I was considering that, you know, on the off-screen. That is my phone, so excuse me guys, just a second. And we're back. How do I know I can trust you, and why did you even help me in the first place? I have nothing to give you, and you've probably noticed, but I've gone and gotten myself infected. Yeah, I know. I still don't know why I helped you, but I'm a big scary demon now, apparently. Well, not yet, but maybe they were right. Maybe I should just be put down before I get any worse. There's a way to cure it, you know. I guess there would be. I went to the village alchemist to ask for help as soon as I could. As soon as he saw the problem was what the problem was, he called the guards. He didn't even give me a chance to explain. He just assumed I was some kind of monster. That's when I ran. That's how I ended up where you found me. Alright, so still no idea how it's going to cure her. Nobody's going to try and cure me while they think I'm some demon. I need to get help somehow, otherwise I don't know. Yeah, I get you. Can get help. I know someone who can cure you. Who? Where? About your home and the alchemist who lives there. Yeah, so it is the girl that it was at the lab at the last game. She's great, but so is the alchemist in my village. How do you know she wants to try to have me killed as well? Well, she wants to save me from the exact same infection. What? Like before? You mean you've been through all this? Try to keep your sickness hidden to protect you, and about the adventurer who saved you both from a mob of villager. Yeah, it's definitely her. Tell her about the alchemist who help you without any fear of the infection. It could be a chance to cure me then. Take me there, please. I don't care what I have to do, I'm just sick of running. Some rest and then tomorrow we'll start traveling again. Are you sure we're going to make it there in time? Thank you, really. Especially if we, like, waste time waiting. Name is Ginora, by the way. I guess I never thought of telling you that earlier. What's yours? Yeah, that one. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I don't have any way to repay you, and I don't... It's okay, just try and not turn into a demon and attack me from behind until we get there, okay? Oh my gosh, she's fallen asleep mid-sentence. As with this, have been more dream for her than it seemed. You decide to get asleep as well. Gladly. Break of dawn, you begin traveling with Ginora towards home. Sleeping seems to have given her back the strength. She's taken a shine to you now that she knows you were once in her shoes. While walking, she spends most of the time asking about home and your family. Particular interest happens over the course of the next few days. You don't pass by any towns, and any other travelers you pass by only seem to be interested in their own affairs. You know, a little bit like problematic with this game. Like you are leaving so much potential, like story development, like open. Like I don't know it, but it's really hard to like have like a few days span with nothing happen after you have like so much action like contracted into like a few minutes. So you know you have to like find some way to like spread it across. Maybe I tried to, even in the past, to give certain like advice and opinions on the game, you know, on the previous game to the developer. I'm not sure if he's practicing it or not, but you know, I'll keep doing it. One night, you notice you're running low on firewood. You set up camp at the outskirts of the forest. After making sure the area is safe, you show how to get the fire started, and you go deeper in the forest to find more firewood. Okay, so now we'll have to find firewood, eh? Okay. Ah. Bam! Ow! Never mind. Let's grab all the firewood. What the fuck is going on with the jumping? Okay, let's try the dash. There you go. Grabbing all of it. Very good. You have enough firewood. You decide to head back to camp. And see, this is a good thing that they added at least this to the game compared to the last one. But the thing is that you can like add the story elements in the actual gameplay itself. You don't have to like have them separated necessarily. And you know, it just kind of feels unnatural. I know you are trying to. I'm speaking to a game developer or to any other future game developers in this sense. I know you kind of feel like you want to improve and you have like a story and you also combine it with like a little bit of a platformer. But it doesn't work that way, especially the time periods with the stories in which you get interrupted. You know, you have to either expand the platformer side and try to include the story into it, or you know, leave it to more of a story like and add more choices to it and have less like action to it. How far is your home exactly? Yeah, about that. 10 days of walking between here and home. 10 days? Do you think I'll be able to last that long? And try visiting another alchemist along the way. I think that would be the best choice actually, but probably, I don't know. Nope, absolutely not. Once anyone finds out about the infection, they'll assume I'll turn into a demon any second. No matter where we go, they'll be afraid of me. And I don't want you to get into trouble because of me. You're already doing enough for me. Well, anyway, eventually go to sleep. We got to start traveling again as soon as possible. I mean, it's important to sleep, but at this point I would try to like force march basically all the way back home, considering the infection, you know. Not passing through a small town. We also know that as the infection like gets, you know, worse, the symptoms will start appearing and they are not very great, so... And it's gonna be even more difficult if we have to carry her. But anyway, you pass by a tavern and smell of food wafting out through the weapon doors makes your stomach roll furiously. You've been running low on ration and you only notice that your coin pouch is uncomfortably light as well. Explore to see if there are any jobs you could do on the way home for extra gold. Mines nearby have been overrun by lesser demons and the client is in the next town you'll pass through. You decide to take it. You continue walking and find the mines. The Legionora to wait inside the entrance once you're sure it's safe, and then proceed deeper into the mines. Now you actually have to like kill enemies, huh? Fair enough, I can do that. No problemo. They have a very weird like tracking system. Like it doesn't necessarily feel natural to like track through walls. Alright, and there's one, and there should be one more. Seems to be the last of the demons. You head back home and get to... I press space to jump and I can get the rest of the dialogue. There's the wall of the entrance, right where you left her. She jumps to her feet and dusts herself out as approach. That didn't take long at all. You weren't joking when you said it was a simple job. have proof that you complete the job, and then you both continue on down the road. The next day should be about the way and the sun is beginning to go down. All these breaks, you know, they are taking time. Decide to set up camp for the night. To spend the night talking about your work and the types of job you normally take. Almost every day hunting down monsters and protecting people from assassins and bandits. That sounds amazing. Can anyone become an adventurer? With the proper training and I guess will, probably. And you have adventuring for a living. Obviously, how about that? About how you got started and some of your first jobs. A few hours pass before you realize how late it is. You mentioned to Gina that she should probably get some rest. What? Oh, what happened to the merchant? You can't just stop a story there. It's a cliffhanger. We'll start from there tomorrow morning. Feel like a spoiled child. Fine, but you better tell me what happened next as soon as I wake up. She talks and she seems genuinely enjoying herself, even considering her condition. I hope that, like, a positive mental state delays the symptoms. I mean, it generally works with most of illnesses, being like positive and trying to reinforce a positive attitude. It does make it so that, the placebo effect makes the disease, at the very least, like, feel better or take a little bit longer until the symptoms appear. But, she convinces himself in a blanket and rolls over to what she previously designated as the comfiest patch of grass. A smile still on her face. Good night. Sure. Wakes up coughing. Looks like the infection started to take a hold quickly, or maybe it always had been, and she was just keeping it hidden. Her smile from the night before is replaced with a concerned grimace as she clutches her chest. Coughing fits only happen occasionally, but her walking slows down and her breathing is becoming heavier. Exactly what I was saying! Why does no one listen to me? Why am I the only one with common sense in this place? Jesus! To the town that issued the last job. You get your payment and buy some food rations, among other necessities. On the way out, you glance at the notice board. See many jobs available, and that won't take a number of days to complete. One job, however, catches your eye. Huntress wanted. Young girl, recently infected, short brown hair, grey shirt with red vest, will turn at any moment. Oops. Awarded to any huntress who dispatches the girl before she endangers anyone. Does anyone have any hair dye? No reason. And some clothes. And a mask. Didn't think the village would send job notice out this far. Notice board. They didn't just post one sheet, they nailed a whole stack of pages to the board. There's a torn scrap of paper hanging off the nail that was used to crudely pin the sheets to the board. Someone has taken the job. Uh-oh. Rest of the sheets of the board and quickly leave the town. I have a feeling. Few days pass, Gina quickly gets worse. She becomes more and more pale by the hour. She coughs constantly and often breaks into cold sweats. I hope it's not the adventure that raised us that we played as in the last one. That would be very awkward. Nevertheless, you keep traveling. Home is only 3 more days away. She's not gonna make it. She's not gonna make it. It's so much worse so quickly. How far away are we from your home now? 3 more days left. 3 days? Okay, I can make it. She's repeating that to herself and under her breath like some kind of mantra. A few minutes pass. Yeah. Think you could tell me some more about your adventures? I guess that's the only thing that we can. Most enjoyable jobs. It seems to take her mind off things for a while and eventually she falls asleep while we talk. She's warm enough and then go to sleep. Get up earlier than usual and start walking. Rest regularly and her breathing is constantly heavy. End up carrying her on your back regardless of her protesting and walk as fast as you can without causing her any more pain. Yeah, just what I said. I was wondering, like, didn't people in the story wherever is this happening didn't try to contain the monster so that the infection stops spreading? Like, this feels like some sort of zombie apocalypse only with monsters instead of zombies. As you normally would, carrying Ginora slows your pace down immensely. Eventually night falls and you need to set up camp. She's not gonna make it. Says anything all night, and as soon as she lies down, she falls asleep, though her sleep is still a disturbed one. Run as much as possible to get home in time. You decide to sleep earlier than usual. Need the extra energy for the coming days. Wow, we'll just run. We're back and start walking as fast as possible. Through half-opened eyes, it seems to be unaware of what's going on around her. Ranks on, your legs are giving up under you by time the sun sets. Damn, lag. Hope I'm not running out of this space as you trudge along the road. You feel tap on your shoulder. Since she's gotten some energy back from resting all day, even if only a little, you put her down. Two of you keep walking in silence. Later you happen across a campfire with a familiar face resting next to it. Oh, it's the guy earlier. It's nice to see you again. How your travel has been so... Oh, you found a friend, I see. My apologies, I'm Meredith. And you are... Jinora? It's nice to meet you, Jinora. Are you feeling okay? You look a bit pale. No, I'm fine, really. It's just such a bad lie, but... for sure, Jinora seems like she'll collapse any second. You tell Meredith that you need to keep traveling. Better hurry, aren't you? Well, no worries. I'm sure we'll meet again. Down the road, Jinora barely staying upright. Hope we don't have to fight him. Stay safe, friends. Is he the guy who picked up the job? You continue traveling. As soon as Meredith's cab is far behind you, clutches her chest and coughs violently. You continue as far as you can, but eventually have to stop for the night. And though Jinora is wrapped in her blanket and next to the fire, she still shivers with the cold. You go over her and sit against a tree watching the road. You're almost positive that sleeping tonight would be dangerous. Before you notice a silhouette moving down the road. They seem to be glancing around looking for something or someone, and you think you can guess who it is. Extend yourself as soon as you can and to avoid being seen, but you're too late. To a halt. They're looking directly at you. See a slight glow appear in their hands. The cascade of fireballs launched from them, flying at you. Whoa, shit! Fucking pyromancers. Your feet and get ready to defend yourself. Oh boy. How does one do that? Okay. I guess that works. Haha. They're coming from the other direction. Ow! Oh my god, taking heavy damage. Holy crap, I think I should have... I cannot like... Fuck me. That's the end of the barrage. You quickly try to find where the attacker is gone. Sprint out of the road, catching a glimpse of the assailant running over a hill. Although your legs were weak from earlier, the adrenaline pumping through you makes you feel like you can run for days. You cannot catch up to the mage. Despite it's Meredith. Tries to run as you approach. It seems she's only suited to fighting from a distance. You catch up quickly and tackle her to the ground. We meet again, it seems. Yeah. Her to explain herself, placing your sword to her throat. You know, casually explain yourself. No need to. It's simple. She'll turn into a monster any day now, or any second by the look of things. She's weak is for the greater good. If I can pocket some extra gold while doing so, then all the better. To attach to her to see that she's a threat. Heard that it can be cured. Ah yes, you've done an excellent job of that so far, it seems. It's not me that I'm curing, it's the alchemist. What if you can't get to this curing guy? What if she returns? Would you be willing to put her down if it comes to that? I guess we will. I mean, that's what I mean. I've been trying to point out the whole way. I'm not sure if the character would do that. I'll do what I have to, but only if I have to. I'm too naive to be a good liar. If what you say is true, then I'll put my trust in your judgment. Although I have another problem that needs addressing. What will you do with me now? Lost this little confrontation, seems. I'm curious to see how you handle this situation. There's no reason to kill her unless she comes back after us. Now, obviously, I can't promise that she won't come back after us. Or he, I don't know, apparently it's a she, but I thought it was a he. This is a that slide it back into its shit. Predictable. Adventurers rarely seem to have any capacity for rage, and you're no exception. God damn it, I wish I killed her now. Now, what do you say you let me up and I'll just... You punch her so hard that her head rebounds off the dirt and she falls unconscious. Very good. I guess don't know if she'll keep pursuing you, but you're not willing to take that risk. Yeah, you could like tie her up or like, you know, bury her into the ground or something. Back to the camp, you're surprised to see it's almost dawn. Since I've fallen unconscious, their head is barely beating. You don't have much time left. Still falling through you, hold on to your back and break into a sprint. You might just pass out your own and then, yeah, it'll only last so long. Eventually you feel that your leg is threatening to give out from beneath you. Still you keep on running through rivers and sprint over hills, all while your body screams at you to stop. See, this is the problem, like you have like a platformer, you know, platformer element, and then you have this when the action is like to its like extremist, it's reaching the culmination point basically. You have like story elements, and that really just cuts it off. Keep on running. After what feels like an eternity, you approach a familiar town. I'm not saying that I could do a better game myself, obviously, but I'm just trying to like give some advices, you know. On the opposite side of town, just on the outskirts, is your home. You dash through the gates and into the market street. It's full of people, and if you didn't know this town so well already, you would get lost in the crowd. Straight through the crowd, not caring who or what you hit along the way, you break out of the swarm of people and keep running, going to the north exit. You reach the gates and sprint into the forest of the outskirts. Finally, in the south forest clearing, you see it. You see your home. You slam into the front door, shouting for the alchemist. Once you're greeted by three familiar faces. You barge through them, taking no time for greetings, and pushing around the table, all while explaining the situation that everyone between each breath. You collapse your knees next to the table, your legs finally giving away. To the others to get things set up and proceeds to make the same potion she made for you all those years ago. Try standing up to help, but you find your vision going blurry. That's what I said, like, considering that there is already a cure for these, then I don't see how the outbreak is still going, since you can fight monsters and you can cure everyone who's infected. But anyway, find your vision going blurry soon after you pass out. Eventually you regain consciousness. The first thing you notice is how much pain your legs are in and countless stinging sensation from burns you suffered during Meredith's attack. So yeah, that was pretty rough. Those though don't stay with you for long, however. Thing you notice is the soothing warmth of a nearby fireplace and the chatter of voices. She'll definitely be okay, right? Absolutely, my daughter is tougher than you know. He's right, she's too modest to say herself, but I've seen her pull through some of the worst injuries I've ever seen. A few burns and sore legs are nothing to me, yeah. Do need to teach her how to make the cure for the infection though. I swear if she knew that when she found the general we wouldn't have been any problems whatsoever. Needs to catch up on her alchemy. I blame you for her being distracted with all this adventuring. Ha 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 ha. Hey, it's not my fault. She prefers actual excitement and adventure over staying in all day brewing potions. As you're arguing over my daughter's career choice. Yeah. Seems to have no interest in smithing at all, I might add. Yeah, poor father. Smile spreads across your face as you hear everyone laughing. You sit up slowly and open your eyes. Hi everyone. Hey, she's awake. Yep, I am. Welcome home. The end. Wow, so yeah, this has been pretty much it. Yeah, there's not much else to say about the game. Whatever points I've been I wanted to make, I pretty much made them like throughout the game. Basically, it is an improvement from the last game in gameplay wise, but I think it's actually a fallback into like intuitive game design, if I may put it that way. So you know, you have to like basically make a choice. How it is in this game, you can make choices. You have to make a choice. You go for just story mode, and then you ignore the platforming and everything else, and you just have pure story. And in that case, you'll need to add more choices, more branching paths, more dialogues, or you just make it a platformer. And even in that case, you can make choices, but you can make actual in-gameplay choices. Anyway, this has been pretty much it of the journey home on Armor Games. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Leave a like and a favorite if you did, helps a lot. And I'll see you next time with what I'm going to make. Bye bye!